Welcome everyone to this new video of Christmas with Firebase. In this video we are going to see how to use a real-time database that Firebase offers us to manage our chat messages, user messages. That's it. Let's go. So we are going to use this database that is in JSON format. We have the one that Carlos did for his React project, and it has two JSON, but one that is what the Rey Mago is gonna answer, and this one that is the one that contains user messages. So to do that, we can go to the Firebase docs. Okay, get started with the databases of Firebase, and we need to add the dependency, and we need to know how to do two things: to write and to read of Firebase database. For writing, we just need to get the instance of the Firebase database and set the value that we want to set. And for read from our database, we need to use events. We can use two listeners, value event listener, and something like single value. That is the one that we use if we know that the value is not gonna change. The event, we are going to use the event on data chain that is going to trigger once when we set it, and then always that the data in the database changes. Okay. This method offers us a data snapshot that we are going to use to get the value and get the keys, to map this data in the database to our app. Okay, so we are going to see that in our main activity, and what we need to do is get the the reference to the database, and here we are going to use one Firebase recycle adapter that is one class included in Firebase UI classes that is available in GitHub, and is the one that manages all the data in the database to go through the recycle view that we are going to use to show the messages of the user in the final app, that is that one. So here it is. Here we are instancing the Firebase database. Here we are going to use another reference that reference just to the messages, one user messages, because in a chat you want to see different users speaking between each other, among them, but here we are going to use a bot to answer people, so we just want the messages of the user messages, and the Rey Mago messages. So we are going to filter that way, or to get that way the child, and then Okay, here you are, the recycle adapter. We are going to populate this info in the recycle view with the view holder. The adapter has a register adapter data server to observe the data and to know how it changes. In the app is used to manage the scroll of the new messages. Okay, I use this one as well with a listener, the bot one, to know the bot keys and to know how to answer. I have this model that way here. The message is with that format, text, display name, and avatar. Okay. The last thing that I need to show you is how I manage the welcome messages if there is no messages when you go into the chat, come in the chat. So it's that way with another listener. If that snapshot doesn't exist, I add these messages. It's very cool to see it in action. So for example, I cannot search in this Firebase console, but I know that my user ID starts with a P. Wait a minute, please. Here. It starts with a P. Sorry, I'm going to look for it. That's it. Ends with an L. That's it. I'm here. So if I want you to see that is real time. So if I delete this data, okay, that is my user. In real time, you can see that the only messages that the app shows is the one of welcome. So that's cool. And if I say hi now in the app, you can see how these messages are added.